Have you ever wondered how to install Windows 11 on your PC? Today we're going to delve into just that. But first, a crucial step. Let's talk about the requirements for this upgrade. For Windows 11, your PC needs to meet some minimum system requirements. It should boast at least a 1 GHz processor with 2 or more cores, 4 GB of RAM for a 64-bit system, and 64 GB of storage. And don't forget about a compatible graphics card and a display with at least a 720p resolution. But before you even begin the installation process, remember that preparation is key. Ensure you back up all your important files. This can be done using an external hard drive or a cloud storage service. Installing a new operating system is a significant change and can sometimes lead to unexpected data loss, so it's always better to be safe than sorry. Before you start, make sure your PC meets the minimum system requirements and you have backed up all your important files. First things first, you need to download Windows 11. To get started, it's essential to have a reliable internet connection. Once that's sorted, open up your web browser and navigate to the official Microsoft website. Look for the Windows 11 download page. It's generally prominent on the site, but if you're having trouble finding it, a quick search in the site's search bar using the term Windows 11 download should do the trick. On the download page, you'll find a button that says Download Now. Click on it to start the download process. The file you're downloading is an ISO file, which is a disk image file that contains all the data necessary to install Windows 11 on your machine. This file is quite large, so the download might take some time. Be patient, maybe grab a cup of coffee and let the download do its thing. Once the download is complete, you're ready for the next step, creating a bootable USB drive. Now, let's prepare a bootable USB drive. To start, we'll need a USB drive with at least 8 GB of storage and our previously downloaded Windows 11 file. The next tool we need is a software called Rufus. This nifty program will help us turn our ordinary USB drive into a bootable one. First, we're going to open Rufus. Once open, you'll see a drop-down menu under Device. Here, select the USB drive you want to use. Next, in the Boot Selection drop-down, pick the disk or ISO image option and locate your Windows 11 file. Now let's talk about partition scheme. If your computer uses UEFI, select GPT. If it's an older system using BIOS, go with MBR. After that, just click Start and Rufus will do the rest. This process will take a few minutes, so grab a cup of coffee and sit tight. With the bootable USB ready, we can move on to the actual installation process. Now comes the moment of truth, installing Windows 11 on your PC. Let's dive right into it. The first thing you'll need to do is insert the bootable USB drive you've created into your PC. Once you've done this, you'll need to restart your computer. As it's booting up, you'll want to hit a specific key to open up the BIOS settings. The key you'll need to press will depend on your computer's manufacturer, but it's often the F2, F10, or the delete key. Once you're in the BIOS settings, navigate to the boot order. You'll want to ensure that your computer is set to boot from the USB drive first. Once you've made this change, save your settings and exit the BIOS. Your computer will restart again, but this time it should boot from the USB drive. If all goes according to plan, you'll see the Windows 11 setup screen. Here, you'll select your language, time and currency format, and keyboard or input method. Once you've made these selections, click Next. You'll then see the Install Now button. Go ahead and click it. If you have a Windows 11 product key, you can enter it here. If not, you can choose to enter it later. You'll then be presented with the license terms. Once you've read and accepted these, you'll be able to continue. The next step is choosing the type of installation you want. If you're upgrading from a previous version of Windows, you can select Upgrade. If you're installing Windows 11 for the first time or want a clean install, choose Custom. You'll then be asked where you want to install Windows 11. If you have multiple partitions or drives, make sure to select the correct one. Once you've made your selection, the installation process will begin. It can take a bit of time, so grab a cup of coffee and relax. Once the installation is complete, your computer will restart one final time. You'll then be guided through the initial setup process, where you'll personalize your settings and sign into your Microsoft account. And there you have it. You've successfully installed Windows 11 on your PC. Enjoy exploring your new operating system.